Palestine was so important to Michael as an anti-imperialist and personally. He went from an unquestioning Zionist upbringing to an outspoken critic of Israel.
He became radicalized during the protests against the Vietnam War and began working as a human rights lawyer.
Michael and I work mostly in the area of Central America work. He brought tremendous drive to that work, tremendous passion, and a quest for social justice.
And he understood what it means to face such enormous odds. He had done it challenging U.S. government action in Nicaragua, in Haiti, at Guantanamo.
He understood how his own privilege related to the disadvantage and the oppression of others. As an American, he was deeply committed to working against imperialism around the globe. And as a Jew, he understood that the plight of the Palestinian people was essentially important and figured as a very important part of his work.
Little by little, he began to understand what the Palestinians were living through and the role that Israel was playing and the role of the United States in supporting that oppression. And then we went as a family to visit the West Bank, and we got to understand firsthand what occupation means for a population.
Michael was extraordinary, the best that I'd ever seen in thinking through what is the big, bold strategy that's needed at the moment to push the envelope.
He really exemplified who and what a legal advocate for freedom movements should look like.
Michael was a huge force behind Palestine Legal. He recognized the importance of building a legal safety net for our movement that was under growing attack.
Michael knew firsthand how critical it is to see Palestine, to talk about Palestine, and to hear from Palestinians. He questioned how we could possibly change the status quo if we couldn't even talk about it.
Palestinians in particular are, and folks that support them, are at great risk constantly. And Michael was able to see the key strategy to be able to push back in meaningful ways here in the United States.
Michael cleared the path for others to make it happen. Michael's vision, determination, and encouraging spirit continue to guide us to this day.
I never got a chance to meet Michael. He was someone who taught me, at least, that you don't have to enter into this space and compromise, but you can enter into this space and demand. It is, to say the least, an honor to begin and end my day with his title.
His path showed me that following my principles, staying true to my politics, and always fighting for justice is possible in the legal profession.
Legal has become a powerful resource for Palestinian solidarity in the United States on campuses and in communities.
What we have living on today is an extraordinary organization that was born of his vision and carries it on a daily basis. Palestine Legal is fierce like Michael was. Palestine Legal is compassionate the way Michael was. Palestine Legal is smart the way Michael was, and Palestine Legal is an extraordinary legal organization using its legal skill in the way that Michael did.
I know Michael would be so proud of what Palestine Legal has become, and I know he'd lovingly push us to do even more.
I'm sorry he's not here to see how Pal Legal has grown to be such a dynamic left legal organization, but I know he would be proud of it.
It's thanks to so many of our supporters that we've been able to build on Michael's legacy, to make sure that our people can continue speaking truth to power, and that we're always, always on the side of justice. Thank you, Michael. We miss you.
Thank you, Michael.
We all miss Michael.
Michael can't be here with us now, but we're here, and we can fight.